common sense with targeted, data-driven, common sense solutions and targeted responses to the virus, and we're coming out of it very well. But there are some businesses, there's some people that are still need help and will need help, and so with all the CARES Act money that's come in, $1.9 billion, as well as some provided by the legislature, as well as I think about a total of $5 billion that's come through in addition to that through the SBA and the Department of Employment and Workforce. There are still some people who need help. So the legislature has responded to the suggestion of Accelerate SC, which you remember was spearheaded by 30 people from the state, from academia, education, business, law, everything in between, and medicine. And they suggested a couple of things. One was that we replenish the unemployment insurance fund, which we have done. It started with $500 million, and it has been decided by the legislature, as suggested by Accelerate SC, for $420 million more that will go into that fund. Now that's important because when we started, when the virus began, we had just over $1 billion in that fund, and we have spent that $1 billion. It has been replenished by tax money coming in during the course of the environment of the virus, but also we have these federal funds that came in, so the decision was made ultimately to put in $920 million back into that fund. And what's the reason for that? That is to see that the unemployment insurance taxes from the state of South Carolina do not have to be raised on businesses across the state as a result of the virus. That is one important thing that we did through Accelerate SC. And another thing is that we've done today with the federal programs that have been implemented by the Department of Employment and Workforce and through the Department of Administration. There are a lot of small businesses, minority businesses, as well as some nonprofits who have not been able to access any help. So this program is aimed at them. And the legislature has wisely set aside and provided $40 million for small and minority businesses and another $25 million for nonprofits. And you have to do it online, and the deadline is short. It has to be done by November the 1st, and it's going to launch on the 19th, which is coming up, so there's a short window for these small businesses. If you have not accessed it before, sometimes even if you have, get ready because it's coming. And this may be the last chance that we'll have to do this. So with that, I'd like to ask Marcia Adams to explain.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you and good morning. And it really is our pleasure at the Department of Administration to introduce these grant programs, the Minority and Small Business Relief Grant Program, as well as the Partner Grant Program, the Nonprofit Grant Program. In Act 154 of the legislature, they authorized $40 million for this small business relief program. And it's really to address the impact of COVID-19 on these businesses, specifically for that period March 1st through December 1st. So how can a business qualify to apply for this program? Well, they should have been in operation as of 6 months prior to the governor's emergency order, which would be September 13th, 2019. 25 or fewer employees, be physically located in South Carolina, show some type of proof of registration as a business, and there's different options for that, and not have delinquent property taxes and judgments for a 2018 year prior. We encourage those businesses to look into this program and to apply. Beyond that, there are some priorities for these grant funds as laid out in Act 154. And not that these businesses that I just mentioned can apply, but per the law, priority is going to be given to minority businesses, to applicants, as the governor mentioned, to applicants who have not received any other federal funding to address COVID-19 issues, such as the Paycheck Protection Program, businesses with 15 or fewer employees, and businesses that demonstrate the greatest financial need. The law also establishes a panel comprised of the Commission on Minority Affairs, the Department of Revenue, and the Department of Commerce to evaluate those applications. And the deadline to submit these applications is November 1st. This is a quick timeline. The application will be available online starting Monday, the 19th. And we at the Department of Administration and through our grants manager partner, Guidehouse, already have a call center established. We've started with some training programs, but we understand that businesses need more than that. And so what we've done is we've reached out to some partners across the state, some organizations that have been assisting businesses with other programs to address COVID-19. And two of those organizations are represented here today. And I'd really like to say thank you to Ms. Abraham and to Mr. Gilchrist, because without these partners throughout the state, we cannot really administer this program in a way that includes as many small businesses as is needed. And I know there's a great need out there amongst these small businesses. So I just really want to say thank you to those partners. I want to highlight that we understand this is an aggressive time schedule. We understand that this can be confusing and even daunting for small businesses. But I just want to reiterate to all of you businesses out there that we stand ready to assist. And we want to make sure that you have an opportunity to apply for these grant funds. And with that, I'd like to introduce Ms. Teresa Wardlaw here with Cool Care Heating and Air that's hosting us today. And I think she can give a perspective of what it's like for these businesses and how we need to address their issues. So
thank you so much. Thank you all so much for being here today. To have you. Thank you, Governor McMaster. It is a great day for small businesses, minority-owned businesses in South Carolina because of all of the work these people have done. I'm very, very grateful. Thank you all. It's been a tough year, I know, for everyone, specifically for us. In our industry in heating and air, we're going into people's homes. So immediately when everything happened in March, our phones were ringing off the hook. It's spring. It's time for us to start our maintenance program and take care of our customers and get them ready for what we all know so well, the great heat and humidity of South Carolina. So our phones were ringing more for people canceling and asking us about refunds for their maintenance and that sort of thing and how we were handling things. You know, and it was to juggle, I guess, as a business owner, your employees and make sure they're safe and our customers and what do we do, how do we stay open. We really had to kind of step back and think about, we had to identify, it was so hard, we were focusing on what we can't do, so we had to step back and say, we're going to focus on what we can do. Let's find how we can navigate this and what can we do for homeowners. The great thing specific to our industry is that for decades we've been promoting indoor air quality products, and now COVID has really brought people to recognize and be aware of the importance of indoor air. So we were able to find a niche that we can still. We have a pledge and a promise that we've made to practice safe service, to keep our doors open, and to protect our customers and our employees. And Governor McMaster, I would love for you to sign that, or any of you. I'd love for all of you all to sign it. That's our pledge, and we've had several of our vendors, all of our employees have signed it, and it's our promise to each other to practice all of the protocol that we have in place. It's the only way it's going to work, and we know that. You have to make it work. It's not an option for us to tell all these wonderful people who are my family that work for us, sorry guys, it's not, we're just going to shut the doors. It's just not an option for their families, and it certainly isn't an option for mine. And we have customers to take care of. So we certainly put a protocol in place that we could practice, and we're very grateful for that. Our customers, we communicate. It's all about communication is what we learned with this, is letting people know what we're doing, what the expectation is, and just communicating with our customers. So it's worked out for us wonderfully. I'm very, very grateful for this opportunity to have you all here and to be recognized as a minority-owned business. I love what I do. I'm passionate about this industry. Everyone that I know, that most of us love what we do. If you don't, you need to find something else to do. But, you know, it's huge for us what our state is doing with the CARES Act and these grants and the business license reform. I could go on. I mean, that's been going on, and what a game changer for us. I have someone who I just pay an administrator to take care of that for me all year. So that is amazing. So many great things going on in South Carolina, and I'm so proud to be a part of it. Thank you so much, and for being here. And I have the honor of introducing Stephen Gilchrist. He's the chairman and CEO of the South Carolina African Chamber of Commerce.
Thank you so much. Well, good morning, and thank you for being here today. Governor, let me thank you for your continued leadership when it comes to minority businesses in this state and African-American-owned businesses. My name is Stephen Gilchrist, and I represent the South Carolina African-American Chamber of Commerce, where we represent over 10,000 businesses, minority-owned businesses here in the state of South Carolina. And Governor, I must tell you that this announcement today can certainly be a game changer for so many of these businesses who have suffered so much during this pandemic, many of whom were not able to take advantage of the PPP. And this opportunity gives us in the state of South Carolina an opportunity to do just that. So I want to thank all of the partners that are here. You know, we often talk about the fact that in our chamber, 73% of the businesses that are affiliated with our chamber are mom or pop businesses, meaning that they fall within the criteria of 10 people or less. The remaining percentage of those businesses in our chamber are mom or pop. And so as you can imagine that, you know, we struggle with trying to make sure that not only we support these businesses, but that we provide the resources that they need to continue to be successful and to continue to contribute to the great economy that we have here in the state of South Carolina, and to continue to be taxpayers. So on behalf of the South Carolina African American Chamber of Commerce, we thank the governor and the legislature for their leadership here today on the CARES Act grants, and we look forward to being a partner. Thank you, Governor.
Hello, my name is Michelle Abraham, and I am the State Director for the South Carolina Small Business Development Centers. We're part of a national organization whose mission is to provide consulting, training, services, as well as access to resources to help small businesses succeed. Governor, thank you so much for including me today and for your continued leadership, as well as from the legislature. Our organization has been in South Carolina for 41 years. We serve the entire state, all 46 counties. We have about 20 centers and a staff of approximately 60 professionals who are small business owners themselves, who have extensive experience across many different industries, and who are very passionate about helping our small businesses across the state. We have been intimately involved with helping thousands of small businesses across the South Carolina geography in applying for and understanding the Paycheck Protection Program and the Economic Injury Disaster Loan Program, and getting them funded through those programs. So it's really our pleasure to be a part of this now. We have been working with Marcia and her team and Brian. They've been great in giving us some upfront information so that we're prepared to help people. Our services, our consulting is all free of charge. So there's no cost to anybody that reaches out to us for assistance. While we're doing most of our work remotely, we can access people through email, phone, online, and a few of our consultants are working in person. We will help you walk through understanding all of the backup documentation that's needed, through getting your application prepared and submitted online, and then for any follow-up that may be needed after the fact. So please don't hesitate to reach out to us. The easiest way to reach us is through our website, which is www.scsbdc.com. You can register right online through a little blue box at the top, and you'll get response from someone in the network within 24 hours. There's also a locations map with contact information, and you can email anybody across the state if you'd prefer to do it that way. But we encourage you to utilize our resources. I want to let you know that there is an entire community of organizations out there in addition to us that are poised to try to help anybody that's looking for help to make these applications successful. So we've really come together as a community under the governor's leadership, and we're just very pleased to be able to help and look forward to getting those grants disseminated to our small businesses who need them the most. Thank you.
Brian Gaines, did we leave anything out? Let us know. Well, y'all, as you know, most of the businesses in South Carolina are small businesses. We do have a large, as you know, great large businesses, and you read about them all the time. But you don't read about the small ones as much, or smaller ones, but that's where most of the people are. So this is a great idea. It's a great program, and we're delighted to be able to do this. But remember, this is all you got to go online. But if for some reason online doesn't work, or you can't get through it, pick up the phone and call, and there'll be people available to help. But the deadline, the deadline is the 1st. It's going to open up, going to launch on the 19th, which is Monday, and going to close, and Saturday is the 31st. November the 1st is Sunday. When does it all stop?
It stops at midnight on November.
Stops at midnight on November.
11:59 p.m.
11:59 p.m. on November the 1st, which is Sunday.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. So this is something you got to move fast. So if you can't figure out how to do it, call somebody, because everybody here has got a phone number and they can respond. But get to us one way or another, because let's don't miss out on this, because this could be probably the last chance for this.